Hello, welcome to Spoonfull of Jelly. My name is Lauren, and today we're going to get into our namesake. We are making jelly. So if you follow along with us for the last few months, you know that I have preserved some lemons. We placed them on the dehydrator outside, and then we stored them in some mason jars. I have a few of those left. Today we're going to make lemon strawberry jam. One of my favorites. I am using the dehydrated lemons. The flavor of these lemons are so concentrated. So step one, we're going to make sure we have our chopped up strawberries. Go ahead and get 2 quarts of strawberries all chopped up. Any size you want. If you don't want them chopped, you can mash them. You literally can put them in a pot and just use a potato masher and mash it. But I took the time today to chop it up. Also, we want to get an equivalent amount of strawberries to sugar ratio. We would not be using pectin for this recipe. That's right, we're going low and slow to make our jam today. So let's go ahead and get things in the pot. So we have our lemons in the jar. That is strawberries chopped up. I have a measuring spoon that we're going to use to measure out 4 cups of the diced or mashed strawberries. This is my sugar in here. I have my jars waiting, lids and rings. And if you peek back there, those are some apples. We're not going to use up all these strawberries. So guess what? We're going to make some strawberry applesauce after this. So first things first, I just turn my pan on. So I'm going to go ahead and get the strawberries dumped in. Now, if you do not have dehydrated lemons, feel free to use lemon rind, about a tablespoon, or use about I would say close to a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. But I'm going to stick those 2 right down in the middle there as I go ahead and get some of the sugar poured on top. Okay, so now that the strawberries have been mixed in, the sugar has been mixed with the strawberries, I put a lid on it. It is on medium-low heat. So my stove goes up to about a 10 and it's on a 4.5. And what we're going to do is just let it melt down and get all ooey gooey on its own. The lemon juice will start to pour out as that lemon starts to hydrate and flavor the strawberry jam. I have my big canner on. I need like a fun name for it because I was calling it She all for the last couple of years. And I'm like, she needs a name. But yes, she is already on. And that's because hot jam needs to go in hot jars that goes into a hot canner. Y'all see that? Hot, hot, hot. So what I'm going to do is finish bringing the canner up to temperature, nice and hot. And then I'll drop in my jars so that they are nice and warm. You will need some canning tools to get your jars in and out of that kind of pot. You do not want to use your hand, and you don't want to use the oven mitt, especially if it's cotton like my pink one you see right there. You're gonna burn yourself. So make sure you use proper canning tools. You'll see me use mine. They're just over there. And then, yeah. So I'll see you guys back here in a few minutes as the strawberry starts to simmer and boil on down. And we will start to can it up. See you in a moment. All right, so we've been boiling for about half hour on simmer. You guys can tell that it's not huge bubbles, just a little simmer bubbles, and it is simmering off any kind of water that's going to prevent it from getting all sticky like jam is supposed to. I'm skimming off some of the white foam you see on the edges. Okay. And that will, it doesn't affect the jam, it just doesn't look as pretty. So I just go through and skim it, and I try not to lose any bits of strawberries in the meantime. Right, so we'll see you back here in, let's see, probably another 15 minutes. So one of my favorite tricks of making jam to keep your house as clean as possible is to lay down a sheet of foil between the edge of the burner that you're working with and your jars. This will allow for you to easily pick up that piece of foil, throw it in the trash where everything has spilled on it. I'm working with 12-ounce jars. These jars are hard to find. If you're able to find them, grab them. These were the original jelly jars back in the 90s, I suppose. But I got them from my grandmother, and we use them every single year. I'm going to get started with some mashed strawberries. You could can it just like this, but before we do that, we're definitely going to make one of our favorite summer treats, which is strawberry lemonade. Look at the beautiful color that makes. So my son was eager to jump in and make the strawberry lemonade. It's not the first time he has ever done this. So we're going to just pull out some some lemon juice that we had preserved back in the winter time. Get that in a half-gallon jug. A little bit of it is still frozen. And then I'm going to go ahead and pour in probably about 1/4 cup of the pureed strawberries. These strawberries were not sweetened. You're more than likely to sweeten them when you blend them, but I prefer not to. And then we'll go ahead and get some sugar added in. Children love to be in the kitchen, even if they're going to make a giant mess when they do so. Just let them make the mess, clean up after them. Now, if you have a product that you're low on, you don't have enough sugar for them to make a mess, go ahead and scoop that yourself. That way you can avoid any kind of confrontation. So I'm going to get that cleaned up and get some water poured in, and then he will do all the stirring and of course all the taste testing. The rest of the strawberry that was pureed, we're going to can it in jars, or you can freeze it in plastic bags if you don't have jars to freeze in. I'm glad you guys dropped by, and I hope to see you guys later this summer as we can some more. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.